Choose a Racing, that is our first local meeting for this new week. It comes through from Gqeberha as we go back to Fairview for an 8-race program. Always got to be on the poly track, and of course you can see our social media handles. That is the X and the WhatsApp numbers. You are free to do so at any time. Anything racing orientated, we can always accommodate your comments and respond to them as much as we can. So it is two scratchings in that first leg of the bipod and 8-race program getting underway at 12:50. Numbers 2 and 3, Bumblebee and the First Lord, are both out, and that leaves the first timer number 7, Fire Alarm, Alan Krief and Richard Fury, 33-10, 3-1, shortened into 28-10 is the 4, Golden Link, 33-10 the 6, Can't Say No, and also nibble at the 8, Magical River, 7-2 into 33-10. Right, Nino, you've got two scratchings in race number 1. A good morning to you, first of all. And well done for a Friday. PA and a bipod coming through, and unlucky once again in the pick 6.
Yes, good morning, Cecil. Yeah, pity we didn't catch the pick 6. Very unlucky.
Indeed. Now, carry on.
Again, in the first race, for those that want to play aggressive, I think they can bank a golden rule, a golden link. I think the form it brings into the race is the strongest by far. It ran third behind Golden Rule. The horse that came second, Global State, came out to win, and the horse that ran fourth was My Best Shot that came in and won by 7 lengths next time out. So 4 definitely the horse to beat, and you got to respect the first timer of the Alan Krief. That's got to be taken seriously because Richard gets off the form horse, number 6, Can't Say No, to ride the 7. So that's got to be respected. And I'm going all of 4, 6, and 7 just to try and double up the first leg.
All right, let's confirm those numbers of 4, 6, and 7. And then there is that banker in leg 3. The 4 is a banker. And in leg number 5, the 1 will be a banker. We'll get to those as we confront those races. 144 Rand, that is the outlay to the bipod. 12:50, 10 minutes to 1 is when it gets underway. The ever-popular place accumulator starts race 2, and that is at 1. This is a tab Telebet 0861000822, and the distance will be 1,600 meters, so that's 13:25. Just an update on a scratching. 8 Equilibrium, once again a runner that took part in Friday's proceedings in at Gqeberha. Now, as far as the favoritism, Mike de Kock Charge, number 7, Out of Dimension, is at 28-10, a second run of the province. Number 3, Spec Magic, 33-10, bracketed at 33-10 with the 5, Master of Defense. 4, Williams Legacy, 15-4. 11-2, the 2, Jet Band, and then it's 6s and better. So the 8 is out of race number 2, and that leaves us a field of 8. And the place accumulator starting in race number 2, 1 run, not the worst of runs, over the shorter trip of 1,400, goes over the 1,600, and that is Outer Dimension. Obviously must have a chance.
Definitely, and looking for big improvement from Outer Dimension. My narrow first choice is number 5, Master of Defense, to beat Outer Dimension, Williams Legacy, and then Spec Magic. Not a very strong maiden. I think all 4 of them can win, but I think we'll survive the PA with 5 and 7, and I've added the 4, I think, in the bipod.
Okay, so that is a 5 and a 7, and that is in the first leg of the PA, and we should be off at 1. That's your PA, courtesy of Neil Podesta. 160 Rand is the total outlay. Time to take note of if you want to be part of the pick 6 in Gqeberha this afternoon is 14:05. This is a play soccer 6, 10, and 13. Please note an open maiden, and that's over the 1,900 meters. We've lost numbers 1, Storm Boulevard, and the 11, Sundrop. The 4, Crystal Maiden, after a very bright start to its Eastern Cape career, having been up here with the Johan Janssen van Vuren stable for a short while. 13-20. The 5, Amhotep, is at 5-1. 8-1 in from 12s. Now, this is supported by the 13, Millennium Dancer, 12-1. Into that 8-1. It's 9-1 about the 3, Wolfram. And also 13-1 into 9-1. And that is She's a Goal. It is 14s and better by those quoted runners. Crystal Maiden, first time on the poly, but a very, very good, encouraging first run in the province. That was over the 1,600 meters, Nino.
Yes, Cecil, and this is one of the better bets on the card, I believe. and I'm banking it in all bets. With the scratching, obviously, with the scratching of the one Storm Boulevard and the 11 Sundrop that I made the nearest dangers. So I have to now make this one of the better bets on the card. The danger could be I'm a Hotep. I believe he's been running over the wrong distances, the 2,400 meters. You'll be better over 16, but it does come from a tricky 14 draw. So very strong with number 4, Crystal Maiden, to open up its maiden.
Okay, so you've actually gone the banker. You've got 3 bankers in that pick 6, and we really hope that it does come through. Wide, obviously, in the legs that you have not banker, that is legs 2 and 4. 500 Rand is the total outlay, and once again, a reminder the off time to race 3 is 1:05. Okay, so no scratchings in race and number 4. This will be the first jackpot getting underway over the 1900 racing, 244 racing. It is for you, fillies and mares at 66. And a reminder, you can get in touch and, of course, give Nino the pat on the back he deserves for those exotics. Hopefully, he gets a full house at this afternoon via our X handle or our WhatsApp number that currently scrolls at the bottom of the screen. All right, so race number 4, there are no scratchings. Happy to report the 4 Lady Writer, 33 to 10 into 3 to 1. Number 7 on the guest list is at 33 to 10. Number 3, State of Mind, 15 to 2, 15 to 2. The 11 Ladies Alternate. Number 9, Sky Velocity is at 17 to 2. And then the last runner in single digits is a 5, Get It Done. And that is at 9 to 1. Lady Writer, one-time winner from 18 outings, but certainly hasn't been too far off them. I think the last 2 runs within a half a length of the winner. That is a trip to Barberton on both occasions. Nino, can this be the day that Lady Writer crosses that Rubicon and gets that second win at the 19th time of Valsky?
Cecil, obviously a big player in this field. The last 2 runs beyond trip to Barberton have been on the turf. Hopefully she'll take to the poly, and she is definitely the horse to beat. What price is number 1, Fire Glow?
Fire Glow right now is at 14 to 1.
That's the horse that I think can cause the upset. Have a look when he did win. It was over course and distance, but 10 lengths beating Sky Velocity, who came to win and then ran second to Concerto last time out. I think this horse is overpriced at 16 to 1. Definitely going to add that in all my exotics. But to get back to the race, I think that Lady Writer is my first choice. And then I like Get It Done, Fire Glow, and On the Guest List. Those
on
are
the
my
guest
first
list.
selections. But I think you need to add quite a few others. I think you can get a big result here.
4, 5, 1, 7 would be your tentative first 4, but you've got all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, and 15 in that first leg. 2 bankers, 1 in the second leg, and the 3 in leg number 4. We're off at 20 minutes to 3. Just 100 Rand is the total outlay for that first jackpot. www.soccer6.co.za. Pinnacle Stakes is over the 1900. One of several contests that are over the 1900 this afternoon in Gqeberha. Now, in race number 5, the return rather of the ultra consistent grazing in the grazing in the grass, and that is in the colors of the AWSM, of course, and Khuyef, and a man who's gotten to know grazing in the grass so well. 17 rides for 8 wins of 4 seconds, 2/3. That's Mr. Richard Fourie. This is a 6-year-old son of philanthropist out of a Singspiel mare, Candy Singer, and that is currently at 8 to 10. Has been shortened in from the 9 to 10 into that 8 to 10. It is 5 to 1 about the 5, Brendan James. The 2 running song, 11 to 2, 7 to 1, and better bar those. Well, long after racing is done and dusted in the next century, we'll still be talking about one of the most consistent horses in the province ever, that is grazing in the grass. Of course, you had the likes of Hear the Drum, also very consistent. Do you remember Hear the Drum, Nino?
Yes, who doesn't remember Hear the Drums? I think it won 33 races.
That's correct. Now, grazing in the grass, not quite so consistent, but I mean, hardly ever runs a bad race.
Yeah, and also the thing about Hear the Drum, that it only won in PE.
Yeah.
Every time it raided Cape Town, it always seems to get beat and then go back to PE and win.
Yeah.
And Cecil, obviously, I mean, it's not going to take a rocket scientist to know that grazing in the grass is by far the best way to, under the conditions of this race, it should be a penalty kick. I'm taking my chances. You know what? We've seen worse things happen in racing, but all been equal again. As I said with cruise control, this horse should win. Just keep an eye on Runaway Song,
Yeah.
the Raider.
Yeah.
And then obviously the other two will be Global Alley and Official Secret.
Okay. All right. So that is the one, a very confident first choice. But if you do want to play around, it is the 2, 3, and the last one that you did mention, Global Secret. That would be the 4 horses in that race that you could possibly box up for an exacta. All right, so that's the story. Runaway Song makes its debut in the province, and that will be for the Gavin Smith stable in those 2 minutes. Also, Mr. Fred Gravier. Lots to get through this week. We've got racing midweek at the Vaal. That is Wednesday, Thursday. We will be racing in KZN. Friday, we'll be back in at Quebec. So if you have any inquiries or queries as to the reasons why we have rearranged the program, or they have rearranged the program, ask Daryl on the X handle or the WhatsApp number. Right, race number 6. It is the 4racing.tv major at 96. It's over the 1,400 meters, and it certainly looks very, very fascinating race indeed. It has been a long shot support for a runner. I say long shot in from 11 to 2 to 4 to 1. We'll get to that shortly. Your favorite is the 5. Whatever next is at 13 to 5, 3 to 1, Slings and Arrows. And then the 1, Inherit the Rain in the colors of Mr. Mark Wright. 11 to 2 has been shortened into 4 to 1. The 4, Rose of Bayou. 7 to 1, 8 to 1, the 3, Safe Return. It is the 10s and a better bar those. Right, Mr. Podesta, 10 runners to face up for this merit rated 96 rather. And the top of the pops is the 5, Whatever Next. And now, are you confident about Whatever Next?
No, I'm not confident about Whatever Next because I'm a bit concerned about the 1,400. I always believed he was a 12,000 meter horse.
Yeah.
But if he does see out on breeding, he should see it out by What a Winter. But if it doesn't, I think you're going to get another result here. Inherit the Rain drops in class, has to have a chance. I think a horse like Narcos could cause a big upset here. So I've gone the field here. My first 4 selection would be Whatever Next to beat Inherit the Rain, Rose of Bayou, and Narcos.
Right, 5, 1 of 4, and then the Narcos is the 4th selection, and that is the 8. 5, 1, 4, 8. Again, tentative, but he's gone the field, as you'll see in that first leg of the pick 3 by Banker, the 3, race 7, and 1, 2, 3, 9, and at 12. 50 Rand total outlay for that pick 3, the last one on the afternoon, starting race 6. Race 7. Now, this is a Racehorse Owners Association fillies and mares 72, once again over the 1,400 meters. Happy to report that the only change at this moment in time is the weight change of the 10 Princess Azaria. Does make its bow in the Eastern Cape, formerly here with Sean Terry in the colours of the Curstorm Investments. Nominee Mr. Kenneth Pillay will be swung aboard, and he comes in plus a half a kg in making that bow. All right, let's have a look at what the markets suggest, and it is going to be quite a trappy contest, race number 7. Let's just get the update. In race 7, the favorite is the 3 Concerto, that is at 17 to 10. Number 2, Raising Quinn, 33 to 10. And Nebula the 4, Dreamscape, 5 to 1. 11 to 2, the 10, Princess Azaria. Number 1, Mary Lamb is at 9 to 1. It's 11s and better bar those. Well, I can tell you, Nino, if Princess Azaria, if taking to that part of the world and the various services should be a factor, went for it a few times here, but never quite went on with it, hence it is in PE. However, Concerto is not a horse that I've followed for too keenly. Tell us more about the favorite.
Well, I think it's an improving 3-year-old by Camford Cliffs. Won a good race last time out on the turf, but did run second to Summer Odyssey over the 1,400 on the poly.
Okay.
I think it's an up-and-coming horse, Cecil. I'm going to take a chance. I'm not saying it's a certainty. I'm just saying for me, I think it's a horse to beat. Obviously, your Princess Hilaria, I thought it was a bit short for it, but I could be wrong, eh? I thought the 1,400 a bit short. I'm going all in with Concerto.
All right, so you're going in with 3 Concerto. 1 to watch is the 10 Princess Azaria. In fact, the last run up here was also over the 1,400 meters. We'll see how it takes to the province, a light galloping mass. and possibly could impress on a debut. That is the selection for Nino in race number 7, the 3 Concerto. Not a 5-star bet, but he's pretty sure that it can come back to winning ways after, in fact, continuous winning ways and make it 3 wins from a total of 8 career runs. Right, we're headed to the finale, race number 8. The curtain should come down at 5 minutes to 5 with the running off at this the next Fairview race meeting Friday the 19th. It's a merit at 80 and they're going over the 1400 meters of the meeting, dominated by distances of 1400 and 1900. Right, let's have a look at the betting as we have it for that 8th and the final, and it seems like it's all over because there has been a constant pouring of money for the 9 American Dream. That is now shortened into 18 at 10. 1 Life on Mars, 5 to 1, 5 to 1, the 10 Coastal Path. 3 Donny T's at 6 to 1. There's been a nibble at the 5 Euphoric. 19 to 2 has gone. In fact, once upon a time was at 12 to 1 and is now at 8 to 1. So Euphoric, Jacques Stradham's Charger, please take note. Last time out, finished second, and that was 3/4 of a length behind Pembroke. It will say Fairview Turf, but of course that meeting we know was relocated to the Potty Track, and that is just a Friday gone, the 12th of April. All right, Euphoric 8 to 1 now in from 12 to 1, Nino, but it's the 9 American Dream coming off a bit of a break, 2-time winner from 7 outings, and the support hasn't stopped coming.
Yeah, yes, Cecil, it's won the last 2 over the 1400, and I think we're all going to be pulling for this horse to win, aren't we?
Well, we hope so. We hope so for your sake.
No, and for Burrow.
Okay, all right. All right.
For our friend Darren.
Yes, indeed. Of course, it is Warren Teixeira, A. Brewer, Darren Burrows, J.G. Gomez, T. Muthasami, and Mr. D. and Mrs. L. Peterson. I do believe American Dream will go close. Now, what about the money for Euphoric as we round off our preview to race 8?
Well, Euphoric ran on Friday. Was it on Friday?
Yes, indeed. And it finished second at 3/4 of a length behind Pembroke.
That was 1600 meters.
Yes.
I think the 1400 is a bit short.
Okay. Right.
The winner's going to come from somewhere else. What price is Transact?
Transact is, as you know, the horse I was going to mention to you, 10 to 1 is Transact, and that's been the case since the 5-year-old son of Karari, and I think you may have found us a nice value there.
Well, I'm hoping for American Dream to win, and that is my clear first choice. But for value, I'm going each way on Transact. So I'm going Dream to beat Transact, Life on Mars, which I think might just see him out or push him over the 1400. Don't leave out Donny T and Timbavati River can cause up.
You know, it'll be talking to you again in just about 4 days' time on the 19th of a Friday when we go back to start the weekend, and that is in Gqeberha, Fairview Racecourse. For now, thank you so much. Transact each way selection in a race number 8. Have a wonderful day ahead, Nino.
Thank you, Cecil, and you as well.
Thank you so much. Transact at 10 to 1. It certainly has been there, done that. As far as the trip is concerned, hasn't done it too well, but perhaps today things could change. That is Fairview Racing 10 to 1 is your off time to that first of 8.